In today's video, we delve into a profound topic that resonates with many of us: the internal battle against ego and its significant impact on personal growth. The concept of ego often manifests as an internal enemy, one that can sabotage our happiness and hinder our progress. It's that voice in our heads that inflates our sense of self-importance, leading us to make decisions driven by pride rather than genuine intention. This internal adversary can create barriers to our development, causing us to cling to comfort zones and resist change. Recognizing the ego is crucial for anyone seeking to achieve mastery over their mind and ultimately their life. By understanding how ego operates, we can begin to dismantle its influence, allowing for a more authentic and fulfilling existence. This recognition is the first step toward personal transformation, as it empowers us to confront the fears and insecurities that ego often masks. As we navigate this journey, we will explore Stoic philosophy, which offers timeless wisdom on overcoming the ego. Stoicism teaches us to cultivate self-awareness and resilience, providing practical strategies to counteract the ego's detrimental effects. By applying these principles, we can learn to detach from our ego-driven impulses and embrace a mindset that fosters growth and happiness. Throughout this video, we will unpack these ideas further, equipping you with the tools needed to confront your own ego and embark on a path toward greater self-mastery. Join us as we explore the intricate relationship between ego and personal development and discover how to harness the power of Stoic thought to transcend the limitations imposed by our internal enemy. The ego often creates a false sense of self-importance, distorting our perception of reality and obstructing genuine self-awareness. This inflated self-image can lead us to believe that we are more significant than we truly are, causing us to overlook our flaws and the areas in which we need growth. When we allow our ego to dictate our thoughts and actions, we become trapped in a cycle of self-deception where our judgments are clouded by an exaggerated sense of our own value. This distortion not only affects how we see ourselves, but also how we interact with others, leading to misunderstandings and conflicts that could otherwise be avoided. The ego thrives on comparison and competition, often pushing us to seek validation from external sources rather than fostering a healthy sense of self-worth from within. Marcus Aurelius, the renowned Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, provides valuable insights into this struggle with ego. He emphasized the importance of focusing on doing what is right rather than seeking approval or accolades from others. Aurelius believed that true fulfillment comes from aligning our actions with our values and principles, rather than being swayed by the opinions of those around us. He famously stated, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This perspective encourages us to cultivate inner strength and resilience, reminding us that our worth is not determined by external validation, but by our commitment to living a virtuous life. The dangers of measuring self-worth by external validation cannot be overstated. When we base our value on how others perceive us, we become vulnerable to the whims of their opinions and judgments. This reliance on external affirmation can lead to a fragile sense of self, where our happiness fluctuates based on the approval we receive. In this state, we may find ourselves constantly seeking praise or recognition, which can be exhausting and ultimately unfulfilling. The ego thrives in this environment, perpetuating a cycle of dependency on others for our self-esteem. Moreover, this external focus can prevent us from engaging in meaningful self-reflection. When we are preoccupied with how we are perceived, we may neglect to examine our true motivations, desires, and shortcomings. This lack of self-awareness can hinder our personal growth as we become blind to the areas in which we need to improve. Instead of embracing our imperfections and striving for progress, we may become defensive and resistant to feedback, further entrenching ourselves in our ego-driven mindset. As we navigate the complexities of life, it is essential to recognize the detrimental effects of ego on our well-being and personal development. By understanding how the ego distorts reality, we can begin to dismantle its influence and cultivate a more authentic sense of self. This process requires courage and vulnerability, as we must confront the uncomfortable truths about ourselves that the ego often obscures. Incorporating the teachings of Stoicism into our lives can provide a powerful framework for overcoming the ego's grip. By focusing on what is within our control, our thoughts, actions, and responses, we can shift our attention away from external validation and toward a more meaningful pursuit of self-improvement. This shift in perspective allows us to cultivate a sense of purpose that is grounded in our values rather than the fleeting opinions of others. Ultimately, the journey towards self-awareness and personal growth involves recognizing the ego for what it is, a false construct that can lead us astray if left unchecked. By embracing the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and other Stoic philosophers, we can learn to prioritize doing what is right over seeking validation. This commitment to authenticity not only fosters a deeper understanding of ourselves, but also enhances our relationships with others as we engage with them from a place of genuine connection rather than ego-driven motives. In conclusion, the ego's false sense of self-importance can have far-reaching consequences on our lives. By acknowledging its detrimental effects, we can take proactive steps to cultivate self-awareness and align our actions with our true values. Through the lens of Stoic philosophy, we can learn to navigate the complexities of our inner world, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling and meaningful existence. An unchecked ego can have profound negative consequences on both our relationships and personal growth. When we allow our ego to dominate our thoughts and actions, it often leads to defensiveness and resentment towards others. This defensiveness arises from a perceived threat to our self-image. When someone challenges our beliefs or critiques our actions, our ego reacts by building walls instead of fostering open communication. This reaction can create a toxic environment where misunderstandings flourish and genuine connections are stifled. Instead of engaging in constructive dialogue, we may find ourselves lashing out or withdrawing, further alienating those around us. This cycle of defensiveness not only damages our relationships, but also hinders our ability to learn from others and grow as individuals. Historical examples abound of leaders who fell victim to their own egos, illustrating the dangers of unchecked self-importance. One notable figure is Napoleon Bonaparte, whose ambition and desire for power ultimately led to his downfall. Initially celebrated for his military genius and reforms, Napoleon's ego grew to such an extent that he overextended his reach, culminating in disastrous campaigns like the invasion of Russia. His inability to heed warnings and adapt to changing circumstances stemmed from an inflated sense of invincibility, which ultimately resulted in his exile. Similarly, the downfall of Richard Nixon during the Watergate scandal serves as another cautionary tale. Nixon's ego led him to believe he was above the law, prompting him to engage in unethical behavior to maintain his power. His refusal to accept responsibility and his defensive posture ultimately led to his resignation, demonstrating how unchecked ego can dismantle even the most powerful positions. The consequences of an unchecked ego extend beyond individual leaders. They can permeate organizations and communities, creating environments where collaboration and innovation are stifled. When team members prioritize their egos over collective goals, it can lead to a lack of trust and cooperation. This dynamic not only hampers productivity, but also fosters a culture of competition rather than collaboration, where individuals are more concerned with their own recognition than the success of the group. In such environments, personal growth is stunted, as individuals become more focused on self-preservation than on learning from their experiences and each other. To counteract the negative effects of ego, humility and adaptability are essential qualities to cultivate. Humility allows us to recognize our limitations and acknowledge that we do not have all the answers. It encourages us to listen to others, value their perspectives, and be open to feedback. By embracing humility, we create space for growth and learning, as we become more receptive to new ideas and constructive criticism. This shift in mindset fosters healthier relationships as we engage with others from a place of respect and understanding rather than defensiveness. Adaptability is equally important in overcoming ego. The ability to adjust our thoughts and behaviors in response to changing circumstances is crucial for personal growth. When we cling to rigid beliefs or resist change, we limit our potential for development. Embracing adaptability allows us to navigate challenges with resilience, learning from setbacks rather than viewing them as threats to our self-worth. This flexibility not only enhances our personal growth, but also strengthens our relationships as we become more attuned to the needs and perspectives of those around us. Incorporating practices that promote humility and adaptability into our daily lives can significantly mitigate the negative consequences of ego. Mindfulness, for instance, encourages self-reflection and awareness of our thoughts and emotions, helping us recognize when our ego is influencing our behavior. Engaging in active listening during conversations fosters empathy and understanding, allowing us to connect more deeply with others. Additionally, seeking feedback from trusted friends or mentors can provide valuable insights into our blind spots, enabling us to grow and evolve. In conclusion, the unchecked ego can lead to defensiveness, resentment, and ultimately hinder both our relationships and personal growth. Historical examples of leaders who succumbed to their egos serve as stark reminders of the potential consequences of self-importance. By embracing humility and adaptability, we can counteract the negative effects of ego, fostering healthier relationships and paving the way for meaningful personal development. As we navigate our journeys, let us remain vigilant against the allure of ego, striving instead for a mindset that values connection, growth, and authenticity. Detachment is a powerful concept that can significantly enhance our ability to regain control over our emotions and reactions. In a world where we are often bombarded by external stimuli and pressures, learning to detach ourselves from immediate emotional responses can lead to clearer decision-making and improved emotional management. When we practice detachment, we create a mental space that allows us to observe our thoughts and feelings without becoming overwhelmed by them. This perspective enables us to respond to situations more thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively based on our emotions. By stepping back and assessing our circumstances with a level head, we can make decisions that align more closely with our values and long-term goals, rather than being swayed by fleeting feelings or external pressures. The teachings of Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, provide valuable insights into the practice of detachment. He emphasized the importance of judgment in shaping our emotional responses. According to Epictetus, it is not the events themselves that disturb us, but rather our judgments about those events. He famously stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This perspective highlights the power we have over our emotional responses. By changing our judgments, we can alter our feelings and reactions. Detachment allows us to step back from our immediate judgments and consider alternative viewpoints, fostering a more balanced and rational approach to our emotions. When we detach from our initial reactions, we can evaluate situations more objectively, leading to better outcomes in both our personal and professional lives. Practicing detachment can also cultivate resilience, a crucial quality for navigating the ups and downs of life. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and challenges, and it is often rooted in our capacity to manage our emotions effectively. When we are overly attached to our feelings, we may find ourselves easily overwhelmed by stress, disappointment, or frustration. However, by cultivating a sense of detachment, we can develop a more resilient mindset, This does not mean suppressing our emotions or becoming indifferent. Rather, it involves acknowledging our feelings without allowing them to dictate our actions. By recognizing that our emotions are temporary and that we have the power to choose our responses, we can build a stronger foundation for resilience. To practice detachment, we can incorporate several techniques into our daily lives. Mindfulness meditation is one effective method that encourages us to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment. By regularly engaging in mindfulness practices, we can train our minds to recognize emotional patterns and develop a greater sense of awareness. This heightened awareness allows us to identify when our emotions are influencing our decisions, enabling us to pause and reflect before reacting. Additionally, journaling can serve as a valuable tool for processing our emotions and gaining clarity. Writing down our thoughts and feelings can help us detach from them, providing a clearer perspective on our experiences. Another practical approach to cultivating detachment is to reframe our thoughts. When faced with a challenging situation, we can ask ourselves questions that promote a more detached perspective. For instance, instead of thinking, "I can't believe this happened to me," we might reframe it as, "What can I learn from this experience?" This shift in mindset encourages us to view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than as personal affronts. By adopting this more constructive outlook, we can reduce the emotional weight of difficult situations and respond with greater clarity and purpose. Encouraging viewers to practice detachment is essential for fostering emotional intelligence and resilience. By recognizing the power of our judgments and the impact they have on our emotional responses, we can take proactive steps to cultivate a more balanced approach to life's challenges. Detachment is not about becoming emotionally numb. Rather, it is about gaining mastery over our emotions and reactions. As we learn to detach from our immediate feelings, we empower ourselves to make decisions that align with our true values and aspirations. In conclusion, detachment serves as a vital tool for regaining control over our emotions and reactions. By allowing for clearer decision-making and emotional management, we can navigate life's complexities with greater ease. Drawing on the teachings of Epictetus, we can understand the importance of judgment in shaping our emotional responses and recognize that we have the power to change our perspectives. By practicing detachment, we cultivate resilience and foster a more balanced approach to our experiences. As we embark on this journey of self-discovery and emotional mastery, let us embrace the practice of detachment as a means to enhance our lives and relationships. Humility plays a crucial role in fostering continuous learning and personal growth, serving as a foundation for self-improvement and deeper understanding. At its core, humility can be defined as the practice of thinking about oneself less and recognizing one's limitations. It involves acknowledging that we do not have all the answers, and that there is always room for growth and development. This mindset allows us to approach life with an open heart and mind, ready to learn from our experiences and the insights of others. When we embrace humility, we create a fertile ground for personal growth as we become more receptive to feedback, new ideas, and constructive criticism. The teachings of ancient philosophers such as Seneca and Marcus Aurelius underscore the importance of humility in our lives. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, emphasized that true wisdom lies in recognizing our own ignorance. He famously stated, "The mind that is anxious about the future is miserable." This quote reflects the idea that when we are overly focused on ourselves and our perceived shortcomings, we can become paralyzed by fear and anxiety. By cultivating humility, we can shift our focus away from our worries and instead embrace the present moment, allowing us to learn and grow from our experiences. Seneca's insights remind us that humility is not a sign of weakness, but rather a pathway to greater understanding and resilience. Similarly, Marcus Aurelius, another prominent Stoic philosopher, highlighted the significance of humility in his writings. He believed that acknowledging our limitations is essential for personal growth. In his work, Meditations, he wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." B. This statement emphasizes that true strength comes from within, and it is rooted in our ability to recognize our limitations and accept our imperfections. By embracing humility, we can cultivate a mindset that allows us to learn from our mistakes and view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than threats to our self-worth. Humility also fosters a sense of connection with others, which is vital for personal growth. When we approach relationships with humility, we become more open to listening and learning from those around us. This openness creates an environment where collaboration and mutual support can flourish. By valuing the perspectives and experiences of others, we enrich our own understanding and broaden our horizons. In contrast, an inflated sense of self-importance can lead to isolation and stagnation, as we may become resistant to new ideas and unwilling to engage with those who challenge our beliefs. Encouraging viewers to embrace humility as a path to true strength is essential for fostering a culture of continuous learning. Humility allows us to recognize that we are all on a journey of growth and that everyone has something valuable to teach us. By adopting a humble mindset, we can cultivate a sense of curiosity and wonder about the world around us. This curiosity drives us to seek out new experiences, learn from diverse perspectives, and engage in lifelong learning. Moreover, humility empowers us to accept feedback gracefully. When we view criticism as an opportunity for growth rather than a personal attack, we can use it to refine our skills and enhance our understanding. This willingness to learn from others not only accelerates our personal development, but also strengthens our relationships as we demonstrate respect and appreciation for the insights of those around us. To cultivate humility in our lives, we can practice several strategies. One effective approach is to engage in regular self-reflection. Taking time to assess our strengths and weaknesses allows us to gain a clearer understanding of ourselves and our limitations. Journaling can be a helpful tool for this process, as it encourages us to articulate our thoughts and feelings, fostering greater self-awareness. Additionally, seeking feedback from trusted friends, mentors, or colleagues can provide valuable insights into areas where we can improve. Another way to embrace humility is to actively seek out diverse perspectives. Engaging with individuals from different backgrounds and experiences can challenge our assumptions and broaden our understanding of the world. By listening to others and valuing their insights, we can cultivate a more nuanced and informed perspective, which is essential for personal growth. In conclusion, humility plays a vital role in fostering continuous learning and personal growth. By thinking about ourselves less and recognizing our limitations, we open ourselves up to new experiences and insights. The teachings of Seneca and Marcus Aurelius remind us that humility is not a weakness, but a source of strength that empowers us to learn and grow. As we encourage viewers to embrace humility, we invite them to embark on a journey of self-discovery and lifelong learning. By cultivating humility, we can unlock our true potential and foster deeper connections with ourselves and others, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling and enriched life. Mastering one's thoughts and emotions is essential for overcoming ego, a task that requires intentional effort and discipline. The way we respond to situations can significantly influence our personal growth and relationships. There is a crucial distinction between reactive and deliberate responses. Reactive responses are often impulsive and driven by our immediate emotions, typically influenced by our ego. When we react without thinking, we may say or do things that we later regret, often fueled by defensiveness or a desire to protect our self-image. This knee-jerk reaction can lead to misunderstandings, conflicts, and a cycle of negativity that reinforces our ego's grip on our behavior. In contrast, Deliberate responses involve a conscious choice to reflect on our thoughts and emotions before acting. This approach allows us to assess the situation more objectively, considering the broader context and the potential impact of our actions. By taking a moment to pause and reflect, we can choose responses that align with our values and long-term goals, rather than those dictated by our ego. This shift from reactivity to deliberation is a powerful tool in overcoming ego, as it empowers us to respond thoughtfully rather than defensively. To cultivate this ability to respond deliberately, daily discipline in self-reflection and awareness is essential. Engaging in regular self-reflection allows us to examine our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, helping us identify patterns that may be driven by ego. This practice encourages us to ask ourselves critical questions. Why did I react that way? What underlying beliefs influenced my response? By exploring these questions, we can gain valuable insights into our motivations and the ways our ego may be influencing our actions. This self-awareness is the first step toward mastering our thoughts and emotions, as it enables us to recognize when our ego is at play and to make more conscious choices in our responses. Incorporating self-reflection into our daily routines can take various forms. Journaling is one effective method, allowing us to articulate our thoughts and feelings on paper. This process not only clarifies our emotions, but also provides a record of our growth over time. Additionally, setting aside time for quiet contemplation or meditation can enhance our self-awareness, helping us to connect with our inner selves and observe our thoughts without judgment. By making self-reflection a priority, we can develop a deeper understanding of ourselves and cultivate the mental discipline needed to overcome ego-driven reactions. Mindfulness is another powerful practice that can strengthen our mental resilience and support our journey toward mastering our thoughts and emotions. Mindfulness involves being fully present in the moment, observing our thoughts and feelings without attachment or judgment. This practice encourages us to acknowledge our emotions as they arise, allowing us to experience them without becoming overwhelmed. By cultivating mindfulness, we can create a buffer between our emotions and our reactions, enabling us to respond more deliberately rather than reactively. Incorporating mindfulness into our daily lives can take many forms. Simple practices such as mindful breathing or body scans can help ground us in the present moment. Additionally, engaging in mindful activities such as walking, eating, or even listening can enhance our awareness and connection to our experiences. By practicing mindfulness regularly, we can train our minds to become more resilient, allowing us to navigate challenges with greater ease and clarity. Encouraging viewers to practice mindfulness is essential for fostering a culture of self-awareness and emotional mastery. By integrating mindfulness into their daily routines, individuals can develop the skills necessary to recognize when their ego is influencing their thoughts and emotions. This awareness empowers them to choose more deliberate responses, ultimately leading to healthier relationships and personal growth. In conclusion, mastering one's thoughts and emotions is a vital step in overcoming ego. By understanding the difference between reactive and deliberate responses, we can cultivate a more thoughtful approach to our interactions and decisions. Daily discipline in self-reflection and awareness is essential for developing this skill, as it allows us to identify patterns driven by ego and make conscious choices in our responses. Additionally, practicing mindfulness can strengthen our mental resilience, enabling us to navigate life's challenges with greater clarity and composure. As we encourage viewers to embrace these practices, we invite them to embark on a journey of self-discovery and emotional mastery, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling and authentic life. By mastering our thoughts and emotions, we can break free from the constraints of ego and unlock our true potential. The misconception of control is a pervasive issue that many individuals grapple with, often leading to frustration and dissatisfaction in life. At the heart of this misconception is the ego, which drives us to believe that we can and should control external circumstances. This desire for control can manifest in various ways, such as trying to manipulate outcomes, manage other people's behaviors, or dictate the course of events in our lives. However, this approach is fundamentally flawed, as it places our happiness and well-being in the hands of factors beyond our influence. When we attempt to control what is inherently uncontrollable, we set ourselves up for disappointment and frustration, as life is unpredictable and often defies our expectations. The ego thrives on the illusion of control, convincing us that we can shape our reality to fit our desires. This belief can lead to a relentless pursuit of perfection, where we become fixated on outcomes rather than the process. For instance, we may obsess over achieving a specific career milestone, maintaining a particular image, or ensuring that our relationships unfold in a certain way. When things do not go as planned, the resulting frustration can be overwhelming, leading to feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. This cycle of striving for control ultimately detracts from our ability to enjoy the present moment and appreciate the journey of life. To counteract this tendency, it is essential to encourage viewers to take responsibility for their thoughts and actions. While we cannot control external circumstances, we do have the power to influence our responses and attitudes. By shifting our focus inward, we can cultivate a sense of agency over our thoughts and behaviors. This shift requires us to recognize that our reactions to situations are within our control, even when the situations themselves are not. For example, if we encounter a setback at work, we can choose to view it as an opportunity for growth rather than a failure. This perspective empowers us to take constructive action, such as seeking feedback, learning new skills, or adjusting our approach. Taking responsibility for our thoughts and actions also involves acknowledging our role in shaping our experiences. Instead of blaming external factors for our dissatisfaction, we can reflect on how our mindset and choices contribute to our circumstances. This self-awareness fosters a sense of empowerment, as we realize that we have the ability to change our narrative and create a more fulfilling life. By embracing this responsibility, we can break free from the limitations imposed by our ego and cultivate a more resilient and adaptable mindset. One of the most profound benefits of letting go of the need to control everything is the peace that comes from acceptance. When we release our grip on the illusion of control, we open ourselves up to a greater sense of tranquility and contentment. Acceptance does not mean resignation. Rather, it involves recognizing the reality of our circumstances and finding peace within that reality. This shift in perspective allows us to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience, as we learn to adapt to changing circumstances rather than resist them. The practice of acceptance can be cultivated through mindfulness and self-reflection. Mindfulness encourages us to be present in the moment, observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment. This practice helps us recognize when we are clinging to the need for control and allows us to gently release that attachment. By focusing on the present moment, we can cultivate a sense of peace that is not dependent on external circumstances. Additionally, engaging in self-reflection can help us identify areas where we may be exerting unnecessary control, allowing us to consciously choose to let go and embrace acceptance. Encouraging viewers to embrace the peace that comes from letting go of control is essential for fostering a healthier mindset. By recognizing that life is inherently unpredictable, we can learn to navigate its uncertainties with greater ease. This acceptance allows us to cultivate resilience as we become more adaptable to change and less reactive to setbacks. When we focus on what can be controlled, our thoughts, actions, and responses, we empower ourselves to create a more fulfilling and meaningful life. In conclusion, the misconception of control, driven by the ego, can lead to frustration and dissatisfaction. By attempting to control external circumstances, we set ourselves up for disappointment and hinder our ability to enjoy the present moment. It is crucial to take responsibility for our thoughts and actions, recognizing that while we cannot control everything, we can influence our responses. The peace that comes from letting go of the need to control everything is transformative, allowing us to embrace acceptance and navigate life's challenges with grace. As we encourage viewers to focus on what can be controlled, we invite them to embark on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling and peaceful existence. Curiosity is a powerful catalyst for fostering a growth mindset and overcoming the limitations imposed by ego. In a world that is constantly changing, embracing curiosity allows us to navigate uncertainty and remain open to new perspectives. When we cultivate a curious mindset, we shift our focus from rigid beliefs and self-importance to a willingness to explore, learn, and grow. This openness not only enriches our understanding of the world, but also empowers us to challenge our assumptions and expand our horizon. Encouraging viewers to embrace uncertainty is essential for nurturing curiosity. Many people fear uncertainty, often perceiving it as a threat to their stability and self-image. However, when we view uncertainty as an opportunity for exploration, we can transform our relationship with it. Embracing uncertainty means acknowledging that we do not have all the answers and that there is always more to learn. This mindset fosters resilience as we become more adaptable to change and more willing to engage with new ideas and experiences. By letting go of the need for certainty, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities, allowing curiosity to guide us on our journey of personal growth. Socrates, the ancient Greek philosopher, famously emphasized the importance of questioning and learning. He believed that the unexamined life is not worth living, advocating for a continuous pursuit of knowledge and understanding. Socrates' method of inquiry involved asking probing questions that challenged assumptions and encouraged deeper thinking. This approach exemplifies the value of curiosity in fostering a growth mindset. By questioning our beliefs and seeking to understand different perspectives, we can break free from the constraints of ego and expand our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Socratic questioning encourages us to dig deeper, fostering a sense of wonder and exploration that is essential for personal transformation. Curiosity leads to personal transformation and wisdom in several ways. First, it encourages us to step outside our comfort zones and engage with new experiences. When we approach life with curiosity, we are more likely to seek out opportunities for growth, whether through learning new skills, meeting new people, or exploring unfamiliar ideas. This willingness to venture into the unknown can lead to profound insights and personal development. For example, someone who is curious about different cultures may choose to travel, immersing themselves in new environments and perspectives. This exposure can challenge preconceived notions and foster empathy, ultimately leading to a more nuanced understanding of the world. Moreover, curiosity promotes a lifelong learning mindset. When we cultivate curiosity, we become lifelong learners, constantly seeking to expand our knowledge and understanding. This mindset is essential for overcoming ego, as it encourages us to recognize that we are always evolving and that there is always more to learn. By embracing a growth mindset, we can view challenges and setbacks as opportunities for growth rather than threats to our self-worth. This shift in perspective allows us to approach life with a sense of wonder and excitement, fostering resilience and adaptability. Curiosity also enhances our relationships with others. When we approach conversations with a curious mindset, we become more engaged listeners, genuinely interested in understanding the perspectives and experiences of those around us. This openness fosters deeper connections and enriches our interactions, allowing us to learn from others and gain insights that we may not have considered otherwise. By valuing the perspectives of others, we can challenge our own assumptions and broaden our understanding, ultimately leading to personal transformation. To cultivate curiosity in our lives, we can adopt several practical strategies. One effective approach is to practice active listening. When engaging in conversations, we can focus on truly hearing what others are saying, asking questions that encourage deeper exploration of their thoughts and experiences. This practice not only enhances our understanding, but also fosters a sense of connection and empathy. Additionally, setting aside time for self-reflection can help us identify areas where we may be resistant to new ideas or experiences. By examining our beliefs and assumptions, we can cultivate a more open mindset that embraces curiosity. Encouraging viewers to embrace curiosity as a path to personal transformation is essential for fostering a growth mindset. By recognizing the value of questioning and learning, we can break free from the constraints of ego and open ourselves up to new possibilities. Curiosity empowers us to navigate uncertainty with confidence, allowing us to engage with the world in a more meaningful and fulfilling way. As we cultivate curiosity, we embark on a journey of self-discovery and growth, ultimately leading to greater wisdom and understanding. In conclusion, curiosity is a vital component of fostering a growth mindset and overcoming ego. By embracing uncertainty and remaining open to new perspectives, we can transform our relationship with the world around us. Drawing on Socratic wisdom, we can recognize the importance of questioning and learning as essential tools for personal transformation. As we encourage viewers to cultivate curiosity in their lives, we invite them to embark on a journey of exploration and growth, ultimately leading to a more enriched and fulfilling existence. Through curiosity, we can unlock our potential and embrace the beauty of lifelong learning. Stillness holds profound significance in achieving clarity and self-mastery, serving as a vital practice for introspection and emotional regulation. In our fast-paced, constantly connected world, the noise and distractions can easily overwhelm us, making it challenging to find the mental space needed for reflection and growth. However, embracing stillness allows us to step back from the chaos and engage in a deeper exploration of our thoughts and emotions. This intentional pause creates an opportunity for self-discovery, enabling us to gain insights into our motivations, desires, and behaviors. When we cultivate stillness, we create a conducive environment for introspection. This practice encourages us to turn our attention inward, examining our thoughts and feelings without judgment. In moments of stillness, we can reflect on our experiences, identify patterns in our behavior, and gain clarity about our values and priorities. This self-awareness is essential for personal growth, as it allows us to recognize areas where we may need to change or improve. By taking the time to engage in introspection, we can develop a clearer understanding of ourselves, which is crucial for achieving self-mastery. Emotional regulation is another critical aspect of stillness. In the midst of life's challenges, our emotions can often feel overwhelming, leading to impulsive reactions that may not align with our true selves. Stillness provides a space to pause and breathe, allowing us to process our emotions more effectively. When we practice stillness, we can observe our feelings without becoming consumed by them. This detachment enables us to respond to situations with greater clarity and composure, rather than reacting impulsively out of frustration or fear. By cultivating emotional regulation through stillness, we empower ourselves to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. The teachings of Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, emphasize the importance of reflection and meditation in achieving clarity and self-mastery. In his work, Meditations, Aurelius often wrote about the value of taking time for self-reflection. He believed that engaging in daily reflection allowed individuals to align their actions with their values and principles. Aurelius practiced a form of meditation that involved contemplating his thoughts and actions, assessing whether they were in harmony with his Stoic beliefs. This practice of reflection not only helped him maintain focus on what truly mattered, but also provided him with the clarity needed to navigate the complexities of leadership and life. Aurelius's approach to stillness serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of carving out time for introspection in our own lives. By incorporating moments of stillness into our daily routines, we can cultivate a deeper connection with ourselves and enhance our ability to respond thoughtfully to the challenges we face. Whether through meditation, journaling, or simply sitting in silence, these practices can help us cultivate a sense of inner peace and clarity. Encouraging viewers to incorporate stillness into their daily routines is essential for fostering self-mastery and emotional well-being. One effective way to do this is by setting aside dedicated time each day for quiet reflection. This could be as simple as spending a few minutes in the morning or evening to sit in silence, focusing on your breath and allowing your thoughts to settle. During this time, you can reflect on your day, consider your goals, and assess whether your actions align with your values. Another approach to cultivating stillness is through mindfulness meditation. This practice encourages us to be present in the moment, observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment. By engaging in mindfulness meditation regularly, we can train our minds to become more attuned to our inner experiences, fostering greater self-awareness and emotional regulation. There are numerous resources available, including guided meditations and apps that can help individuals incorporate mindfulness into their daily lives. Additionally, creating a calming environment can enhance the practice of stillness. Designating a specific space in your home for reflection or meditation can signal to your mind that it is time to engage in stillness. This space can be adorned with items that promote tranquility, such as candles, plants, or inspiring quotes. By creating a peaceful atmosphere, you can cultivate a sense of calm that encourages introspection and self-discovery. In conclusion, the significance of stillness in achieving clarity and self-mastery cannot be overstated. By allowing for introspection and emotional regulation, stillness empowers us to gain insights into our thoughts and feelings, fostering personal growth. The practices of reflection and meditation, as exemplified by Marcus Aurelius, serve as valuable tools for cultivating self-awareness and aligning our actions with our values. As we encourage viewers to incorporate stillness into their daily routines, we invite them to embark on a journey of self-discovery and mastery. By embracing stillness, we can unlock the clarity and resilience needed to navigate life's challenges with grace and purpose, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling and authentic existence. Stepping outside of our comfort zones is a fundamental necessity for personal growth, as it allows us to confront our fears, embrace discomfort, and ultimately develop resilience. The comfort zone, while often perceived as a safe haven, can also become a limiting space that stifles our potential. When we remain within this familiar territory, we may miss out on valuable opportunities for learning and self-discovery. Embracing discomfort, on the other hand, can be a transformative experience that strengthens our character and equips us with the tools needed to navigate life's challenges. Discomfort is an essential component of building resilience. When we face situations that push us beyond our comfort levels, we are forced to adapt and respond in ways that we may not have previously considered. This process of adaptation fosters mental toughness as we learn to cope with uncertainty and overcome obstacles. For instance, consider the experience of public speaking. Many individuals find this activity daunting, often feeling anxious or fearful at the thought of addressing an audience. However, by stepping outside their comfort zones and embracing the challenge, they can develop confidence and improve their communication skills. Each experience of discomfort becomes a stepping stone toward greater resilience, reinforcing the idea that we are capable of handling more than we initially believed. The Stoics, ancient philosophers known for their teachings on resilience and self-mastery, emphasize the importance of voluntary discomfort as a means of cultivating mental fortitude. Stoic practices encourage individuals to intentionally expose themselves to discomfort in order to strengthen their character and develop a greater appreciation for life's challenges. For example, Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, advocated for the practice of premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. This involves contemplating potential difficulties and challenges in advance, allowing individuals to mentally prepare for adversity. By anticipating discomfort, we can approach challenges with a sense of readiness and resilience, rather than fear. Marcus Aurelius, another influential Stoic, also highlighted the value of embracing discomfort. In his writings, he often reflected on the importance of enduring hardships and recognizing that they are an integral part of the human experience. He believed that by facing discomfort head-on, we can cultivate a sense of strength and resilience that empowers us to navigate life's uncertainties. This Stoic perspective encourages us to view challenges not as obstacles to be avoided, but as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. Encouraging viewers to seek challenges as opportunities for growth is essential for fostering a mindset that embraces discomfort. When we actively seek out experiences that push us beyond our limits, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and insights. This could involve taking on a new project at work, pursuing a hobby that feels intimidating, or engaging in difficult conversations with loved ones. Each of these challenges presents an opportunity to learn more about ourselves, develop new skills, and build resilience. Moreover, seeking challenges can lead to a greater sense of fulfillment and purpose. When we step outside our comfort zones, we often discover strengths and capabilities that we were previously unaware of. This process of self-discovery can be incredibly empowering, as it reinforces the idea that we are capable of achieving more than we initially believed. By embracing discomfort, we can cultivate a sense of agency in our lives, taking ownership of our growth and development. It is important to recognize that stepping outside our comfort zones does not mean subjecting ourselves to unnecessary harm or stress. Instead, it involves finding a balance between challenging ourselves and maintaining our well-being. This can be achieved by setting realistic goals and gradually increasing the level of discomfort we are willing to embrace. For example, if public speaking feels overwhelming, one might start by speaking in front of a small group of friends before progressing to larger audiences. This gradual approach allows us to build confidence and resilience over time. In conclusion, the necessity of stepping outside our comfort zones for personal growth cannot be overstated. Discomfort builds resilience and strengthens character, equipping us with the tools needed to navigate life's challenges. Stoic practices of voluntary discomfort serve as valuable reminders of the importance of embracing challenges as opportunities for growth. As we encourage viewers to seek out discomfort and challenge themselves, we invite them to embark on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment. By stepping outside our comfort zones, we can unlock our true potential and cultivate a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Embracing discomfort is not just a path to personal growth. It is a transformative journey that leads to greater resilience, confidence, and a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. True strength is often misconceived as dominance over others, a notion that equates power with control and aggression. However, a more profound and enduring definition of strength lies in self-mastery, the ability to govern one's thoughts, emotions, and actions, especially in the face of adversity. This form of strength is not about exerting power over others. Rather, it is about cultivating resilience, maintaining composure, and demonstrating discipline in challenging situations. By redefining strength in this way, we can foster a deeper understanding of what it means to be truly strong. Maintaining composure in adversity is a hallmark of self-mastery. Life is filled with challenges and unexpected events that can test our resolve and push us to our limits. In these moments, it is easy to succumb to fear, anger, or frustration. However, True strength is demonstrated by our ability to remain calm and collected, even when faced with difficulties. Composure allows us to think clearly and make rational decisions, rather than reacting impulsively based on our emotions. For instance, consider a leader who faces a crisis. Instead of panicking or blaming others, a strong leader maintains their composure, assesses the situation, and formulates a plan of action. This ability to stay grounded in the midst of chaos not only inspires confidence in others, but also reflects a deep sense of self-mastery. The value of inner strength is rooted in self-awareness and discipline. Self-awareness involves understanding our thoughts, emotions, and triggers, allowing us to respond to situations with intention rather than reactivity. When we cultivate self-awareness, we become more attuned to our strengths and weaknesses, enabling us to navigate challenges with greater clarity. This understanding is essential for self-mastery, as it empowers us to recognize when our ego is influencing our reactions and to choose a more constructive path. Discipline is another critical component of inner strength. It involves the commitment to consistently practice self-control and make choices that align with our values and goals. Discipline is not merely about adhering to rules. It is about cultivating habits that foster personal growth and resilience. For example, someone who is disciplined in their approach to fitness may face setbacks or challenges, but remains committed to their goals, adapting their strategies as needed. This inner strength, rooted in discipline, allows individuals to endure hardships and emerge stronger on the other side. Encouraging viewers to redefine strength as the ability to endure and adapt is essential for fostering a healthier perspective on personal power. Strength is not solely about physical prowess or the ability to dominate others. It is about resilience in the face of adversity and the capacity to adapt to changing circumstances. Life is inherently unpredictable, and those who can navigate its uncertainties with grace and flexibility demonstrate a profound form of strength. For instance, consider the story of a person who faces a significant life change, such as losing a job or experiencing a personal loss. Instead of succumbing to despair, they choose to view the situation as an opportunity for growth. They may take the time to reflect on their skills, explore new career paths, or invest in personal development. This ability to endure through difficult times and adapt to new realities exemplifies true strength. It reflects a mindset that embraces challenges as opportunities for learning and growth, rather than viewing them as insurmountable obstacles. To cultivate this redefined sense of strength, viewers can engage in practices that promote self-awareness and discipline. Mindfulness meditation, for example, can enhance self-awareness by encouraging individuals to observe their thoughts and emotions without judgment. This practice fosters a greater understanding of one's internal landscape, allowing for more intentional responses to external challenges. Additionally, setting specific goals and developing routines can help cultivate discipline, reinforcing the habits that lead to personal growth and resilience. In conclusion, true strength is best defined as self-mastery rather than dominance over others. Maintaining composure in adversity, cultivating inner strength through self-awareness and discipline, and redefining strength as the ability to endure and adapt are essential components of this understanding. By embracing this perspective, we can foster a deeper sense of empowerment and resilience in our lives. As we encourage viewers to reflect on their definitions of strength, we invite them to embark on a journey of self-discovery and growth. True strength lies not in exerting power over others, but in mastering ourselves, navigating life's challenges with grace, and emerging stronger and more resilient in the process. By redefining strength in this way, we can cultivate a more compassionate and understanding world, where individuals support one another in their journeys towards self-mastery and personal growth. As we conclude this exploration of personal growth and self-mastery, it is essential to reiterate the key points we have discussed, particularly the importance of recognizing and overcoming ego. The ego often acts as an internal barrier, distorting our perceptions and hindering our ability to grow. By acknowledging its presence and influence in our lives, we can begin to dismantle its hold on our thoughts and actions. This process is crucial for fostering genuine self-awareness, emotional regulation, and resilience. When we learn to step back from our ego-driven impulses, we open ourselves up to new perspectives, deeper connections with others, and a more fulfilling life. Throughout our discussion, we have emphasized the value of stillness and introspection as tools for achieving clarity and self-mastery. By incorporating practices such as mindfulness and self-reflection into our daily routines, we can cultivate a greater understanding of ourselves and our motivations. This self-awareness empowers us to respond thoughtfully to challenges rather than react impulsively, ultimately leading to personal transformation. Additionally, we explored the significance of stepping outside our comfort zones, recognizing that discomfort is a vital component of growth. Embracing challenges allows us to build resilience and develop the inner strength necessary to navigate life's uncertainties. Moreover, we highlighted the necessity of redefining strength as self-mastery rather than dominance over others. True strength lies in our ability to endure and adapt, maintaining composure in adversity and cultivating discipline in our actions. By fostering this mindset, we can empower ourselves to face challenges with grace and confidence, transforming obstacles into opportunities for growth. Now that we have explored these essential concepts, I encourage you to take action. Recognizing and overcoming ego is not a one-time event. It is an ongoing journey that requires commitment and practice. Start by incorporating small changes into your daily routine. Set aside time for self-reflection, engage in mindfulness practices, and seek out challenges that push you beyond your comfort zone. Each step you take towards self-awareness and personal growth will contribute to your overall development and resilience. If you found this discussion valuable, I invite you to subscribe to our channel for more content focused on personal growth, self-mastery, and emotional intelligence. By subscribing, you will stay updated on our latest videos, which delve deeper into these topics and provide practical strategies for navigating life's challenges. Additionally, liking and sharing this video with friends and family can help spread the message of self-awareness and growth, creating a ripple effect that encourages others to embark on their journeys of personal transformation. Furthermore, I encourage you to engage with related content on our channel. We have a wealth of resources available that explore various aspects of personal development, including emotional regulation, resilience, and the power of curiosity. By immersing yourself in this content, you can continue to expand your understanding and cultivate the skills necessary for self-mastery. Each video is designed to provide insights and practical tools that you can apply in your daily life, fostering a deeper connection with yourself and the world around you. In conclusion, the journey toward personal growth and self-mastery is a lifelong endeavor that requires dedication and intentionality. By recognizing and overcoming ego, embracing discomfort, and redefining strength, you can unlock your true potential and lead a more fulfilling life. Remember that every small step you take contributes to your growth, and the insights gained along the way will empower you to navigate life's challenges with resilience and grace. Thank you for joining us in this exploration, and we look forward to supporting you on your journey of self-discovery and transformation. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video, and engage with our related content for continued learning and inspiration. Together, let's embark on this path of growth and self-mastery, unlocking the potential that lies within each of us.